Role, Raphael Tuju led hundreds in a 57-kilometer walk aimed at raising funds in support of Kijabe Hospital. Tuju says this is his way of giving back to the hospital that he was taken to following last year's accident. During the walk, at least 11 million Kenya shillings was raised. Elizabeth Mutuku also walked and had a talk with the cabinet secretary and filed this report.
Well, it's 1 a.m. in the morning and we are already up and ready for the task. Looking forward for a great day where we'll be speaking to a great man who cheated death not once but twice. A man of valor, then that is none other but Raphael Tuju, Cabinet Secretary and Jubilee Secretary General. A man who is looking forward to walking 57 kilometers. And believe you me, we'll be joining him live and talking to him through his experience, considering that at one point he would not walk, but then today he's grateful that he is able to walk again. But then what are we expecting for the day? Join me, Elizabeth Mutuku, with my crew here in TV 47.
Good blood that speaks of better things. May it cover each and every one of us. In Jesus' mighty name we do pray and believe. Amen.
Thank you. Mine on you throughout.
Hello, Betty. I'll call you again when I've done about.
It's 4 o'clock and we are still strong and doing well in this challenge. I'm not alone, but as I said in the morning, around 1 a.m., we are working for the mission and for Kijabe mission, already having walked around 15 kilometers, but we have more to go. 45.8. When are we going to have our first stop? After how long?
30 kilometers.
How does it feel? How does it feel? Okay.
So far,
So what are we going to do different when we get to that time? Because very chilly, foggy morning here, already having done 25 kilometers and looking forward for more. And not just more, because we're headed to our first stopover. But what does Waziri think?
Yeah, I don't know how many kilometers we've done, but I think we've done over 25. We should rest at about 30, 32.
So we are looking forward to rest, like after how many kilometers?
32 kilometers.
32 kilometers. But then, Waziri, if I may ask, what informed this?
Well, many things. First of all, I hope I can inspire many other people who are in bed now, wondering if they'll ever recover, and if they'll ever walk. And I must be able to inspire them just to have faith, to have hope, and to hang in there.
In the event we don't get the monies we need, what else will be inspiring?
Come again?
In the event, maybe we don't get the resources we need, what else will be inspiring you out of this?
I think we're doing very well in terms of resources.
Yes.
But this morning when I checked,
Yes.
we are collected over 10 million Kenya shillings. That's good effort from many Kenyans and the corporates who have sponsored the work. Then, of course, we're also creating awareness about road safety.
Looking.
This road, Kijabe Hospital takes care of 100 road accident victims every month.
Looking.
That is 3 every day.
That's great. Looking back back a year ago, and now that you've walked these kilometers, what can you say about it?
Well, for me, every step is a celebration.
Yes.
Because I left hospital in a wheelchair, and it was never imagined that I'd be able to do this really just a year ago. I left in a wheelchair. I got out of a wheelchair after some weeks. Then I started practicing by walking within the house, then in the compound, and there was a big celebration when I was able to walk 1 kilometer.
And you're still celebrating.
Yes,
and after 57 kilometers, we are looking forward for more celebrations.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's keep walking.
This is my group A.
Greatest fears when you are on that bench?
I think, let me tell you, was almost second near-death experience for me, all right? And because I had a very bad accident in Busia, which was a plane crash, which is more breathtaking. And I can tell you that when you're in that very near-death situation, you don't think about your land, you don't think about your house, you don't think about your car, you don't think about the many things that human beings worry about. You just think about your family and those you love. And I wish people could realize that when God gives them the space to be able to appreciate the people around them.
Lastly, before we go on, do you still fear?
Fear? What do you mean?
Do you still have the same fear after that accident? After these 2 accidents, actually?
No, I think they've made me stronger. All right, but even more is it strengthened my faith. I've seen God take me from near death experience to be alive again and to be able to do the things I'm doing.
What inspires you every day when you wake up and remembering that it was just the other day your life was gone and here you are? What inspires you to keep going? That is what I want to hear before we go.
I think it's very important that I'm able to I'm able to appreciate life even more, so that every day that just waking up is such a big deal. Just being able to put one step in front of another is such a big deal for me.
Okay, let's keep taking these steps.
Okay, thank you.
After walking for close to 40 kilometers just past Lari, Kiambu County, several leaders including Muhoho Kenyatta, Governors Anne Waiguru and James Nyoro, as well as Cabinet Secretaries Joe Musheru and Amina Mohammed joined the walk towards Kijabe Hospital. And for the first time, Cabinet Secretary Raphael Tuju introduced us to the driver who was driving the matatu that collided with his car during the fatal accident. They had a special moment, a moment of forgiveness.
Yes. What's his name? Bernard Moya. Your legs are okay? You're able to walk? I'm so happy to meet you. I know we have talked about it. It was a very unfortunate thing, but now we're here with you. Okay. Good, you can remove that. Yeah, brother. We thank God. This again was driving. Okay. Yes. Yeah, actually. Since then, he broke both legs and he has recovered. I thank God for that. Yeah. So thank you very much. Yeah. Hey. Oh, that's good.
Congrats.
This is my friend. Yeah, it's very important.
Yes.
The matatu driver appealed to CS Tuju to help him get back to his feet after his matatu job was cut short following the accident.
Mimi ndio nilikuwa driver wa matatu Mimi ndio tulikolide na accident na mheshimiwa Rafael Tuju, na I'm very sorry kwa yenye ili happen, sababu accident si mtu anatoka kwa nyumba kitarajia anaenda kufanya ajali. Inaitwa accident sababu ni kupata inakupataga unaware. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru sana sababu ya wasamaria wema wenye walipata kutusaidia, mimi pamoja na mheshimiwa Rafael Tuju. Wasamaria wema walikuja wakatuchukua na wakatuelekesha katika Kijabe hospitali. Tulipofika Kijabe tunashukuru sana sababu hospitali ya Kijabe ni hospitali mzuri, sababu walituchukua na wakatuhudumia vilivyo. Sijaienda hospitali nikahudumiwa kama venye tulihudumiwa Kijabe. Kwa hiyo nachukua na fursa hii kuwashukuru Managing Director yote ya Kijabe, wafanyikazi wote kwa jumla, nikiwashukuru kwa kazi yao jema ambao walitufanyia. La pili, nashukuru sababu Mungu ametupa nafasi ya kuishi tena. Hiyo accident haikuwa accident nzuri, it was a matter between life and death, but we thank God sababu tulionekana tukiwa wazima na sasa tumesimama tunatembea vizuri. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. La tatu, namshukuru mheshimiwa Rafael Tuju kwa sababu hata Mungu amemjalia ni mzima wa afya. Amekuwa mtu wa karibu kwangu sababu hatukujuana mbele, lakini baada ya ajali tumekuwa tukiongeana kwa simu na siku ya leo tumeonana ana kwa ana. Kwa hivyo nashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. Ambao ningeomba sababu tangu ajali ifanyike mimi sijaiweza kurudi kazi, ndio nimeanza kurejea polepole. Kwa hivyo ningemuomba hata mheshimiwa Tuju angalie venye ataniangalia kunisaidia. Mimi matatu driver, na venye unajua kazi yako vizuri ndio unaweza iendelesha vizuri. Hata mimi kama naweza nisapoti na kagari kangu niendeshe yangu naweza shukuru.
Which started 2 a.m. But for me and my crew it was 1 a.m. Through resilience, here we are, just a few meters to Kijabe Hospital. Considering where we started and where we are today, achieved what we have, how are you feeling?
How do you feel yourself? You've achieved it as well. You've walked.
I feel like a queen.
You've walked it, you know.
Yeah,
so I'm sure you must be feeling accomplished that
yes,
you've accomplished this because you've stretched yourself.
By the way, happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Ken Muma is one of the doctors who attended to CS Tuju moments after the accident at the facility.
Cabinet Secretary Honorable Tuju was involved in a road traffic accident that is just in one of the black spots actually at around Maingi, and he was brought in. The good thing is that he was brought in within the first hour of injury, with what we call the magic hour. And during this time, Mr. Tuju, Honorable Tuju, sorry, was diagnosed with several injuries, some in the chest, some in the abdomen, and others involving his bones. And our doctors were able to work closely. A multidisciplinary team was quickly formed, and he was provided with the life-saving surgery. Things that he was lucky to have received his care within the first hour, or as rapidly as possible, because he had the accident near Kijabe Hospital. The second thing is the presence of a specialized team. We have competent and highly specialized staff, both all the way from anesthesia to the surgeons to the nurses and to even the physicians. So a competent multidisciplinary team was involved in his care, and I think he has recognized that team today. Also, you are in and out of consciousness. So the Tuju I'm seeing today is a bubbly Tuju. We are very, very excited. It's whereas we'd like to take all the credit, the reality is that God was in this. This is partly a miracle.
We have to come to a conclusion. When the accident happened, you become very bitter. 18 fractures, fractured lungs, broken leg, and it's very disruptive, and it will affect me for the rest of my life, in the sense that some of the surgical interventions which were done can only help you up to a point. So I felt very, very sad and bitter because the accident actually took place outside the road on the left, which means that somebody was coming from the, from our right hand, and definitely they did the investigations, and they felt that the other driver was at fault because they were forced to come to our side for whatever reason. But is Bernard here? Bernard, the driver, I just met him for the first time today. Bernard, please come. And I think it's very, very important. He got very injured. He broke 2 legs, and he was taken care of in this hospital. And then he was very sad about it himself when he realized that it was me. And he got in touch with my office at Jubilee headquarters. He just wanted to say Pole. But my security team and whoever I called did not even want to tell me that he called. They were that angry. But I wanted to tell Bernard today that he's well between me and you.
11 million shillings was collected through the charity walk today.
Excited that the sponsors came on board, and we've been able to raise money which will better equip the theatre, where even my operation was done, but they have to continue to do operations there, but they're challenged, especially in terms of lights. Then, of course, one of their X-ray machines broke down, so some of that money will go into that. And, of course, the ultrasound, which is very important for survival of children, and that is something which is very important for this country. There's hope, and you need faith, you need to try your best to be strong, and you can be saved, and you can make it. And I really want to encourage those who are in hospital right now watching that they must have hope.
Despite of 12 hours of walk through mist and rough terrain, finally this is coming to an end, with hope that Kijabe Hospital will never remain the same. Elizabeth Mutuko, TV 47, Kiambu County.